Hello options traders, welcome everyone. And I know that in the past couple of weeks I've done a lot of posts on candlesticks and showing the different formations, giving you some of the ideas, the interpretations, and also when they occur off of major moving averages. However, I've had some people asking, is there a way to scan for them? And the answer is yes. And so for those of you using TOS, let me show you a couple of neat ways to scan for candlesticks. So let's jump over to the Thinkorswim platform, and we're taking a look at the S&P 500, the spiders here. And the first thing that you can do is right up here in the upper right hand corner where it says patterns. And click there. You'll need to have this box checked if you want them to show up on the chart. Choose select patterns. And down here you've got three main categories. You have classic, which are things like head and shoulders, flags, pennants. You have candlesticks, and you have Fibonacci's. So let's go over to candlesticks, and let's say that you want to search for engulfing patterns. Choose that, add selected, and it puts it over here to the right. So notice that you can also combine them. I could have several of the classics combined with candlesticks and even combined with Fibonacci, and it will show all of them to you. You can also change some of the parameters by choosing this button. But for right now, let's just keep it simple and search for engulfing. Choose apply and choose OK. And you're going to see these blue arrows here at the top are locating all of your engulfing patterns. Now, that's kind of a nice thing to do to maybe do some back testing, or if you're just trying to learn candlesticks. The problem is it's not going to do you a lot of good today if you're trying to trade on it. So what if you wanted to find a particular formation that is happening right now today? Well, you can do that as well, but you'll need to go to the Scan tab. So for right now, I'm going to deselect these. Now to do that, you'll need to come up here to the Scan tab. However, understand that if you are using paper money, this feature over here will work in paper money. But to use the Scan tab, at least to use the full features, it has to be a funded account. So you can do some basic scans in paper money, but to do all of the full-blown searches, you would have to have a funded account. So what you can do here is say, for instance, I want to search in the S&P 500. I want all stocks with an asking price, let's say between 20 and let's make it 200. Just for some numbers here, it's going to show you the list here with this histogram. So I could actually take these bars and drag it, and I can change the range of the stocks that I want to include. But once I get that done, I'm going to choose Add Filter, and I want to come down here to Study. And over here, I've got a study. It's going to default to ADX crossover. And right here I have bullish and bearish candlestick patterns, bearish only, bullish only. So let's just do, let's say our engulfing pattern. Choose that. There are some other parameters I can change in here. I'm going to leave these at the defaults for the moment. But once we have all of the search features that we want, we choose Scan, and we get a list. So these are happening right now. So let's take a look at Boston Scientific, and that is BSX. So I'm going to go, actually, let's see, I'm going to send it to my red links, which are the charts. So there's BSX, and right over here, take a look. Engulfing pattern happening right now. Now, one final thing, what if you wanted a custom search? This is something a lot of traders don't even know you can do. But watch this. Let's come up here to Patterns, choose Select Patterns, and down here under candlesticks, it says create. So in the event that there's a candlestick pattern that is not in the Thinkorswim platform, or maybe you want to just make up your own, choose create, and I can create it from here. And when I'm creating my picture, it is typing the code. So watch this. Maybe I want to do a candlestick pattern that starts with an up candle, and I want it to be, let's make it simple. We'll stick with the engulfing pattern. So this would have to be a down candle. But now, in order for it to be an engulfing pattern, the opening trade must be above the high. So watch this. I'm going to connect these, and I need it to be greater. And I need the closing price to be below the low. So that's going to be less. So it gives you at least a picture of what you're trying to do. Doesn't mean it has to be in these proportions, that this candle has to be exactly this much bigger than this one. I can change that in my settings. But the idea is that this is the basic pattern that I'm searching for. So you can get really crazy with this. You can do all kinds of different patterns. But once you have it designed, choose Think Script Editor. And what you want to do is to just copy this code right here. You don't need to worry about the pattern plot. Be sure to include the semicolon. Right mouse click, copy. We're going to cancel out of this, and then we're going to go back into our Scan tab, and I'm going to come down here to Custom. Choose Think Script Editor, and let's knock out Engulfing because that's what was in there before. Paste, let it populate, select OK, and now I can search for my custom candles. So once you understand how to do your searches and you understand your candles, any type of trading pattern is possible to find. And for anyone who'd like to learn more about the art and science of candlestick trading, I have a brand new candlesticks course at optionsatoz.com. Also, please join us on the Facebook trading group Options A to Z, and you can find a link in the description below.